In this video, I'll be talking about what to do when you miss your first asylum interview. What can you do? What are the steps that are available for you in order to reschedule another interview, a second, third, depending on your situation. Hello, my name is Bijoux Ngwanda. I am an immigration attorney in the DC metropolitan area, but I do work with individuals across the United States and around the world because we deal with immigration laws. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, because I have been doing asylum series. Those are humanitarian visa series. I started I guess 2 weeks ago. I made a couple videos already, and I made another video in French for those who actually cannot understand English. So you have a video in French. I'm gonna leave the link below so that you can actually listen to it. Very important. But if you're not new to my channel, welcome back, and still don't forget to hit the notification bell. Okay, let's just get into it. Before we actually answer that question, let me just recap on what we have been talking about asylum. Okay, we have 3 elements to prove asylum. We said physical presence. You have to be physically in the United States, and you have to apply within 1 year of your physical presence. Say your 1 year has already passed, but you have a good cause, like circumstances that did not allow you to apply within that 1 year. Please call our number. Call our office on the number 202. I'm just going to leave the number here because sometimes I forgot my office number. But anyway, it's 202-946-2922. Call the number and we can go into your case and see the facts of your case if you actually qualify for that exception that you did not apply within 1 year. Okay, so and then the second thing was that you have to have a well-founded fear of persecution. So basically you run away from your country because you have been persecuted, and then that fear, at least one element of the fear, must be based on your race, religion, nationality, belonging to a certain political group or political ideology. And we did talk about the importance of actually establishing past persecution, because we said that the United States Department of State established conditions. So basically on their website, they might say, oh, this country conditions have been improved, so therefore asylum is no longer available for you. But if you were able to establish past persecution, you can still be able to argue your case in immigration court, telling them that even though now my country has been the condition as stated on the U.S. Department of State, showing that my country conditions have improved. However, I am still in fear of past persecution because I am still in fear that event can repeat themselves. Okay, so we established that too in our last video. So now that you did all that and you get your first letter, yeah, congratulations, you have gotten your first letter, and the officer wants to actually invite you to the interview. But guess what? Some people, for some reason or another, they might miss their interview. Once you miss that interview, you have actually 45 days to respond to the immigration officer, and you have to be able to establish good cause. What is the reason why you miss your interview? You have to be able to establish good cause, and in order for you to reschedule your interview, you have to write an explanation, and it must be in writing. You cannot just call the immigration services and say, oh, I missed my interview and I want to reschedule it. No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. You have to establish good cause in writing. And good cause, it's a lower standard actually. It's really lower standard because good cause can be, for instance, let me give you an example. Say you were going to the interview, you got into a car accident, and then the police came to establish who was at fault, why not, and establishing all those facts, and you lost time in the process, and by the time you wanted to get to the interview, it was already late, so you miss your interview. So that's a good cause. You can establish that in writing. You write a letter. If you cannot, that's when you call our office, 202-946-2922, so we can write you a well put together letter to reschedule an interview. And that comes with fees, of course, because we're gonna give an explanation with supporting document as to why you miss your interview, so you can have an opportunity to reschedule it. Okay, that is very simple. The standard is low. But let me just point out this one. Once you delay, okay, you miss your interview, and you have delayed your case yourself, and that delay goes against you. And this particular topic, I'm talking about people who have applied prior to August 25th of this year, prior to the laws changing. So when we had the law where it was stating that you have 150 days after your interview to actually apply for employment authorization card. And so basically, from the day from the day they accepted your case to the day you actually did your interview, and to the day you get your employment authorization card, you had like 180 days in counting. So basically, if you actually miss your interview, you have delayed your own case from moving forward. Meaning what? Meaning that there will be a stop. The clock will stop. It's not going to move forward for you, even though the days are moving forward, but your clock will not move forward. So basically, until you reschedule your interview, at that point, the clock starts again from the day that the clock stopped. So in order for you to get your 150 days and be eligible for employment authorization. Remember, this is the old law, and that law only applies to people who actually apply for asylum prior to August 25th of this year. Okay, if you have questions and doubts and need more explanation on how that old law actually applies to your case, please call our office, 202-946-2922, so we can be able to actually help you. Okay, so just remember that the clock stopped. Okay, but for people who are applying now, we all know that the new law says that you have to wait at least 365 days, which is 1 full year, prior to you be eligible to get employment authorization cards. So prior to you being able to actually work in the United States, which can be frustrated, but guess what? There are a lot of organizations that help. I'm gonna leave the link below that you can get in touch with those type of organizations so that you can be able to work even though you don't have your permit yet. So they work. It's basically legit. You can work with them. They know how they work. They know how they operate with government on those specific cases. So I'm gonna leave the link below. Get in touch, call them, and know what's available in your specific state and how you can proceed. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. So let's say that you miss your first interview, okay, and you miss the 45 days that are available for you in order to give a good cause, what's going to happen now? Your case is going to be referred to the immigration judge. At that point, you receive another letter from the USCIS stating that failure to appear, and that's why your case has been transferred or referred to the immigration judge for further adjudication. Okay, so what's going to happen when you receive that type of letter? Now the standard goes higher. Now you have to prove extreme or exceptional circumstances. Basically, the reason why you couldn't justify yourself within 45 days. So now it becomes really serious. You have to prove it in front of a judge. And how that works, you have to write a request. And when you're writing this request, you really need a lawyer, because at that point they have to establish exceptional circumstances, which only has 3 elements. You can establish either or, okay, of those 3 elements. You can, one is battery or extreme cruelty for you or your spouse. So the second one is serious illness, you, your spouse, or your child, or death of, like, somebody died in your family, like say your spouse, your parent, or your child. That's the only 3. Those are the only 3 elements that are available to be proven in order to establish exceptional circumstances. So it's really, that's why we say, please, if you do not have a mailing address that is actually safe, find people, find organization that can help you have a mailing address, or that basically a mailing address that's where they send the letter, you can actually receive your letters. Because if you do not receive your letters, it's actually going to delay your case and put you in a lot of trouble. So that's why you have to be able to receive your letters. But let's say you received your letters, but still you couldn't make it, and those 3 elements has to be proven. One can be, not all of them, but one element can be proven. And if you need actually help with establishing exceptional circumstances, please don't hesitate to call our office, okay? 22946-2922. Again, my name is Bijoux Ngwanda. I am an immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area, but I work with a lot of individuals across the country and around the world, because we deal with immigration laws. If you are new to our channel, again, please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get a lot of our videos. Right now I'm doing a lot of a series of humanitarian visa. We are going to be going into details and explaining how those humanitarian visas work. And we started with asylum. We explain what it is. We give you procedures. And now we're going to go to the next topic for the next video. So it will be better if you subscribe, like our video, share it, and that's what it is. But in order to know more about if you get denied, let's say you give good cause or exceptional circumstances and you get denied, what's gonna happen? That's when you go into removal proceedings. Unfortunately, that becomes again difficult. You need to have somebody who actually knows the law and will be able to help you. We recommend our office, of course, but if you know somebody else better than our office, just go with them. But again, we are available to help you. Don't forget to call us. Thank you, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.